There aren't many downsides to having too many gadgets, but one of them is this. This is a problem I have in the MrMobile studio every single day. So maybe it's no surprise that this got my attention, a minimalist aluminum cradle for your gadgets that charges them while making them look pretty. And it's done such a nice job of cleaning up my desk that I thought it deserved a quick look. I'm Michael Fisher, and this is the udoq. Okay, so udoq actually comes in 4 sizes, and I really wanted to try the biggest one because obviously I need it. Unfortunately, the company didn't have one of its 700mm models to loan, but it did send along 2 of the mid-size 400mm series. And when you put them end to end, you get a rough idea of how big the big one is. Here's where I'd normally describe the technical specifications, but this really is as simple as it looks. An aluminum base with silicone fenders for your devices, with several different charging ports that you can reposition or swap out as you like. That swapping part is crucial. The default package includes a 30-pin connector for old Apple devices, but who still has an iPod that old? Not me, so I swapped in an additional USB-C and Lightning cable. I wish this was standard instead of the 30-pin. Also, I wish the cables were color-coded, or at least more clearly labeled, because even with just 4 devices plugged in, figuring out which cable goes where can be frustrating. Those nitpicks aside, I've enjoyed the udoq. The Kickstarter page makes a big deal of the display angle being 77 degrees, and I gotta admit, it's just right for keeping an eye on your phone screen while sitting at a desk. More importantly, you're not just confined to phones, obviously. The bases are robust enough for tablets, too. If your device has an off-center or side-mounted charging port, there's a little movable placeholder stepping stool to keep it level. And if it's a really weird phone with a backwards jack, no problem. You can just reverse it. That's what's nice about the simplicity of this design. The important stuff can all be tweaked until it fits. And if you get a new phone with a new port, you should be able to just swap in a new cable. To keep the cables from devolving into a rat's nest, udoq includes a couple Velcro straps in the box, which I thought was a nice touch. At press time, udoq is a Kickstarter project, so there are the usual risks. And it's not like this is a one-of-a-kind product. There are tons of options out there that are substantially cheaper as well. Even some of the discounted prices on the Kickstarter page seem kind of steep to me. Again, it's essentially a wired-up aluminum cradle, right? But it is a good-looking cradle, and well-made, and one of the few that lets you use your devices while they charge. So, if you, your family, or someone you know suffers from too many gadgets disease, and you're willing to spend maybe a little more than you should, I'll drop a link in the description so you can check out the udoq. What's your favorite gadget holder, folks? Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe to MrMobile so you don't miss more tech videos just like this one. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.